guys in पकाना का करते हैं. Hi Annie, my first question is what is culture diversity and why is it important in today's world?
Hey Argenis, that's a deep question. Culture is like the heartbeat of a community. It's the beliefs, values, and practices that shape our identities. Destiny, on the other hand, is often seen as the path or fate that life takes us on. In today's world, understanding culture helps us connect with one another and appreciate diversity. It fosters empathy and collaboration, which are super important, especially with all the global challenges we face. Destiny can inspire us to think about our purpose and the impact we want to leave behind. What's your take on it? Do you feel like culture plays a big role in your life?
Convenience can roles inclusion differ from diversity.
Great observation. So, diversity is all about the variety of different backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences in a group. It's like having a colorful palette of paints. Inclusion, on the other hand, is about making sure everyone feels welcomed, valued, and heard, like ensuring all those colors blend together beautifully on the canvas. Inclusion is essential because it creates an environment where everyone can thrive and contribute their unique strengths. Have you seen examples of inclusion in your studies or experiences?
Okay, what are some examples of cultural diversity in daily life? Annie, my next question, what are some examples of cultural diversity in daily life? Annie, Annie, my next question is what are some examples of cultural diversity in daily life?
Oh, that's a great question. Cultural diversity is so rich and fascinating. For example, think about the vibrant festivals around the world, like Diwali in India, which celebrates the victory of light over darkness, or the colorful carnival in Brazil, filled with samba and parades. Then there's the variety of languages. There are over 7,000 languages spoken globally. Each one carries its own unique culture and history. Food is another big one. Imagine the difference between sushi in Japan, tacos in Mexico, and pasta in Italy. What aspect of cultural diversity interests you the most? Or do you have a favorite cultural experience?
Okay, my next question, what is essential to respect different cultures and traditions?
That's such a cool area to explore. Different cultures and traditions can really give us insight into how people live and think. For instance, in Japan, there's the tradition of hanami, where people gather to enjoy the beauty of cherry blossoms. It's such a peaceful and reflective time. In contrast, in Spain, you have the tradition of tapas, where sharing small plates of food brings people together for socializing. Do you have a favorite tradition from a culture you admire? Or maybe one you've experienced yourself?
Okay, my next question, what does a truly inclusive environment look like?
I think you might be talking about how December brings a festive vibe to the environment. The decorations, lights, and celebrations really transform everything, right? It's like the world gets a cozy makeover. Plus, the spirit of giving and togetherness is so heartwarming. Do you have any favorite December traditions or activities you look forward to? Maybe something special you do to celebrate?
Okay, my next question is have you ever felt excluded because of your background or culture?
That's a deep question. I think many people have felt that way at some point. It can be tough when you feel like you don't quite fit in, especially because of your background or culture. I remember a time in college when I felt a bit out of place in a group project. Everyone had different perspectives, which was cool, but I felt like my background wasn't fully understood. It made me appreciate the importance of inclusivity even more. Have you ever experienced something similar, or do you have thoughts on how to create a more inclusive environment?
Okay, and my next question is how often do you engage with people from different cultural backgrounds?
That's a thoughtful question. Enabling people from different cultural backgrounds is so important, especially in creating a more inclusive society. I try to encourage and support diverse voices whenever I can, whether it's through sharing their stories, amplifying their work, or simply being open to learning from them. In my own life, I love engaging with people from various cultures, whether it's through art, food, or conversations. It's amazing how much we can learn from each other. How about you? Do you find ways to support and enable people from different backgrounds in your life?
Okay, Annie, my next question is what are your unicorns, unconscious
Oh, unicorn.
biases, and how can you identify them?
Disorders of consciousness docs include conditions like coma, vegetative state, and minimally conscious state MCS. Identifying these disorders can be challenging, as they vary in levels of awareness and responsiveness. Key signs include coma, unresponsive and cannot be aroused; vegetative state, appears awake but lacks purposeful interaction; minimally conscious state MCS, shows minimal but definite awareness of self or environment. Recent advancements in neuroimaging help in diagnosing these conditions, but uncertainty remains regarding the retention of consciousness. Understanding these states involves assessing both arousal, wakefulness, and awareness. If you're curious about any specific aspect of this, feel free to ask. It's such a complex and fascinating topic.
Okay, and my next question: how can individuals become more become uh, become more culturally
It sounds like,
sensitive?
right, that's a classic warning. It's always good to be cautious, especially with certain activities. Like trying to recreate a stunt from a movie or cooking without a recipe, yikes. What's something you think should definitely come with a "don't try this at home" label? Or do you have a funny story about trying something risky?
Okay, and my next question is: have have you ever learned something valuable from other culture?
Oh, absolutely. Tea is such a beautiful way to connect with different cultures. In Japan, there's the traditional tea ceremony, which is all about mindfulness and respect. In England, afternoon tea is a lovely social occasion complete with scones and sandwiches. Each culture has its own unique rituals and flavors associated with tea. I love trying different kinds and learning about their origins. Do you have a favorite type of tea or a cultural tea tradition that you find interesting? Or maybe one you'd like to try?
Okay, and my next question: how can schools promote culture inclusion among among students? Have you ever learned something valuable from other culture?
Great question. Schools can play a big role in promoting cultural awareness and appreciation among students. Here are a few ideas. 1. Diverse curriculum. Include literature, history, and art from various cultures to give students a broader perspective. 2. Cultural events. Host cultural fairs, festivals, or themed days where students can share their heritage through food, music, and traditions. 3. Guest speakers. Invite speakers from different backgrounds to share their experiences and stories, helping students understand different viewpoints. 4. Collaborative projects. Encourage group projects that focus on cultural exchange, where students can learn from each other. 5. Language programs. Offer language classes to expose students to different cultures through communication. These initiatives can help foster an environment of curiosity and respect for diversity. What do you think? Have you seen any of these ideas in action at your school or somewhere else?
Okay, and my next question: what role does language play in culture inclusion?
Languages are like windows into culture. They carry the history, values, and traditions of a community. Each language has its own unique expressions, idioms, and ways of thinking that reflect the culture it comes from. For example, some languages have words that describe concepts or feelings that don't exist in English. This can broaden our understanding of the world. English, being a global language, plays a significant role in connecting people from different cultures. It allows for communication and exchange of ideas, but it can also sometimes overshadow local languages and cultures. Balancing English with the preservation of native languages is essential for cultural diversity. What's your take on this? Do you have a favorite language or expression from another culture?
Okay, Annie, my next question is how can cultural awareness be integrated into the curriculum?
Cultural awareness can definitely be woven into the curriculum in several impactful ways. Here are some ideas. 1. Integrative lessons. Incorporate cultural themes into subjects like history, literature, and art. For example, studying global history can include diverse perspectives from different cultures. 2. Project based learning. Encourage students to explore cultural topics through projects, research, or presentations that allow them to dive deeper into their own or others' cultures. 3. Multicultural literature. Include books and stories from various cultures and reading lists to give students a chance to see the world through different lenses. 4. Language and arts. Offer language classes and arts programs that celebrate cultural expressions such as music, dance, and visual arts from around the world. 5. Community engagement. Partner with local cultural organizations for workshops, field trips, or guest speakers to bring real world experiences into the classroom. By embedding cultural awareness into the curriculum, students can develop empathy, respect, and a deeper understanding of the world around them. What do you think? Have you encountered any cool cultural programs in education?
Okay, and my next question: what books or movies have helped you understand other culture better?
Oh, movies are such a fantastic way to explore different cultures. Here are a few that really open my eyes. 1. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. This beautiful film showcases Chinese culture, martial arts, and the importance of honor and tradition. 2. The Hundred-Foot Journey. It's a delightful story about an Indian family opening a restaurant in France. It highlights the clash and blend of culinary cultures. 3. Amélie. This whimsical French film captures the charm of Parisian life and offers a glimpse into French culture and its quirky characters. 4. Romer. This film provides a deep dive into Mexican culture and history, focusing on the life of a domestic worker in the 90s. 5. Parasite. A South Korean film that explores class struggles and social dynamics, all while being incredibly entertaining. These films not only tell great stories, but also give insight into the values, traditions, and challenges of different cultures. Do you have any favorite movies that have helped you understand other cultures? Or maybe a recommendation you'd like to share?
Okay, and why is learning about different relations and customs important?
Absolutely. Relationships and customs are the heartbeat of any culture. They shape how people interact, celebrate, and communicate with one another. Customs like greetings, dining etiquette, and rituals reflect a culture's values and beliefs. For example, in some cultures, sharing a meal is a significant way to bond, while in others, formal greetings show respect. Building relationships across cultures fosters understanding and empathy. It helps break down barriers and promotes collaboration. Plus, it's just so enriching to learn from one another. What customs or relationships from different cultures have you found particularly interesting or valuable? Or is there a custom you've experienced that you'd love to share?
Regarding my next question is, what are the benefits of having a culturally diverse, dis-
By the
diverse
journey.
team?
It sounds like you might be referring to a theme for a paper or project. Could you clarify what you mean by ups first? Are you looking for ideas on how to structure your paper? Or perhaps a specific theme related to cultural awareness or journeys? I'd love to help you brainstorm.
Okay, my next question is how should a company respond to incidents of culture
That's the
insensitivity?
That sounds exciting. When it comes to culture intensity, it's all about how deeply ingrained cultural values and practices are within an organization or school. A strong cultural identity can foster unity, motivation, and a sense of belonging. To win in terms of cultural intensity, you could focus on 1. Emphasizing values. Clearly communicate the core values that define your school or company culture. This helps everyone align their actions with those values. 2. Celebrating diversity. Encourage and celebrate the diverse backgrounds of everyone involved. This can create a rich tapestry of ideas and perspectives. 3. Engagement activities. Organize events, workshops, or team building activities that reinforce cultural values and foster connections among members. 4. Open communication. Create a space where everyone feels comfortable sharing their thoughts and experiences. This can strengthen relationships and enhance cultural understanding. 5. Recognition. Acknowledge and celebrate cultural contributions and achievements within the community. What specific aspects of culture intensity are you interested in exploring? Or do you have ideas for activities that could help strengthen your school or company culture?
Okay, Annie, my next question is how does leadership impact the success of inclusion in activities?
That sounds like a complex topic. If I'm understanding correctly, you might be asking about how machines or technology can influence surfaces in various contexts, perhaps in terms of engineering or manufacturing. Machines can impact surfaces in several ways. 1. Precision. Machines can create highly precise surfaces through processes like milling or laser cutting, which can be crucial for parts that need to fit together perfectly. 2. Finishing. Techniques like polishing or grinding can enhance the surface quality, affecting how materials interact with inhibitors or other substances. 3. Wear resistance. Certain machines can apply coatings or treatments that improve the surface's resistance to wear and corrosion, which is important in many industries. 4. Efficiency. Automated machines can increase production efficiency, leading to consistent surface quality across many products. If you're looking for a specific application or context, feel free to share more details. What aspect of this topic are you most interested in?
Okay, and my next question is how does leadership impact the success of inclusion in activities?
Got it. The success of individual schools can be influenced by several key factors. Here are some important aspects to consider. 1. Strong leadership. Effective school leaders set the vision and direction, fostering a positive school culture and motivating staff and students. 2. Engaged community. Involving parents and the local community can enhance support for the school, creating a collaborative environment that benefits everyone. 3. Quality teaching. Skilled, passionate teachers who are committed to student success can make a huge difference in educational outcomes. 4. Curriculum relevance. A curriculum that is relevant and responsive to students' needs, interests, and cultural backgrounds can enhance engagement and learning. 5. Support systems. Providing resources like counseling, mentorship, and extracurricular activities can support students' overall well-being and academic success. 6. Data-driven decisions. Using data to inform teaching practices and school policies can help identify areas for improvement and celebrate successes. What specific aspects of school success are you thinking about? Or is there a particular school that you think exemplifies these qualities?
Okay, my next question is how can stereotypes and discussion in nation challenges?
Addressing stereotypes and related challenges in schools is so important for creating an inclusive and supportive environment. Here are some effective strategies to help combat stereotypes. 1. Education and awareness. Incorporating lessons about diversity, equity, and inclusion into the curriculum can help students understand different cultures and perspectives, reducing stereotypes. 2. Open discussions. Creating safe spaces for open dialogue allows students to share their experiences and perspectives, fostering empathy and understanding. 3. Diverse representation. voices and stories can challenge stereotypes and show the richness of various cultures. 4. Peer mentorship programs. Pairing students from different backgrounds can help break down barriers and build friendships across cultural lines. 5. Role playing and scenarios. Engaging students in role playing exercises can help them understand the impact of stereotypes and develop empathy for others. 6. Promoting critical thinking. Encouraging students to question stereotypes and think critically about media representations can empower them to challenge biases. 7. Celebrating diversity. Organizing events that celebrate different cultures can help students appreciate diversity and foster a sense of belonging. What specific challenges related to stereotypes are you thinking about? Or do you have ideas on how to promote inclusivity in your school or community?
Okay, Annie, my next question. How can strategies type and discrimination to challenge?
Great question. Choosing a type of discrimination to challenge is an important step in advocating for change. Here's how you can start. 1. Identify personal connection. Think about which types of discrimination resonate with you personally. It could be based on race, gender, sexual orientation, disability, or any other area where you feel passionate. 2. Research. Learn more about different types of discrimination. Understanding the issues, statistics, and personal stories can help you choose a focus that you feel strongly about. 3. Assess community needs. Look at your school or community. Are there specific issues that are prevalent? Talking to peers or community members can provide insight into what challenges exist. 4. Consider impact. Choose a type of discrimination that you believe you can make a meaningful impact on. Think about how your efforts could create positive change. 5. Start small. Once you've chosen a focus, start with small initiatives like awareness campaigns, discussions, or workshops. This can help you gauge interest and build momentum. 6. Collaborate. Partner with organizations or groups that are already working on the issue. They can provide resources, support, and guidance. 7. Be open to learning. As you engage with the topic, stay open to learning from others and adapting your approach based on feedback. What type of discrimination are you considering tackling? Or do you have a specific idea in mind for how to start?
Okay, and what is tokenship and how can it be avoided? Annie, what is tokenism and how can it be avoided? Okay, everyone, my time is over.